How are you today, kid?
I'm all right. How are you?
Well, I'm in the middle of something with Marcus Stroman right now on Twitter.
Has he blocked you?
He has not blocked me as I predicted he would not block me.
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm special. But yeah, so I'm in the middle of something with Stroman right now on Twitter, and it has elicited a much bigger response than I ever thought it would because I wasn't tweeting for anyone else. I tweeted directly to him. And he has not blocked me yet.
I thought
he hates New York, though.
I thought when Marcus Stroman left, the Mets didn't really want him back, and the Cubs signed him, that was going to be it. That Marcus Stroman tweeting would never be a thing, but it's a thing, all right.
Yeah, no, it's a big thing. Marcus Stroman basically put out a tweet that he has since deleted, basically saying, mocking Billy Epler as the general manager of the Mets, saying that he hates it here. Was so glad to get out of here, and God is great, and God delivered him from exile like he was a Jew escaping the Pharaoh of Egypt back 1,000 years ago. It's crazy to me because Marcus Stroman sometimes forgets he's from here. He's not a guy that was a transplant, came to New York, and had a bad time. He is from here. He had a great season for the Mets last year, and Met fans adored him. Now, the powers that be, Sandy Alderson and lately Billy Epler, made a decision that they didn't want him anymore. And oh, by the way, they did replace him with one of the greatest pitchers to ever pitch in Max Scherzer. So it's not as if the Mets lost Marcus Stroman and you're still waiting for a replacement.
Right.
They replaced him with a pretty damn good pitcher.
Or if they had replaced him with Kevin Gausman, where you could at least have argued, hey, I'd rather have Marcus Stroman. There aren't very many people that would argue, even at his age, that you wouldn't rather have Max freaking Scherzer.
So all I said to him was, why the hate, man? Because everything that dude puts out on Twitter, other than calling white people racist, is about positivity and overcoming the haters and living your life, and life is grand, which I agree with all that stuff, right?
Right.
So he has decided to call a full-out assault on New York Met fans. That's how I view it. And all you guys ever did, I can't speak to the COVID year where he opted out because I wasn't back yet, and maybe you guys took shots at him. I don't know.
He took criticism that year.
Okay.
Not from me, but certainly from some Met fans.
In the games that he played in, he pitched very, very well.
Yeah.
New York wasn't too much for him. He handled New York. He pitched his ass off here last year. But for some reason, the guy hates you. He hates you.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. The other thing I don't get is he apparently blocks a lot of random people on Twitter, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm trying to figure out, what did you do to him?
What did I do to him?
I'm going to make you the representative Met fan. What did you people do to this guy?
All I tried to do when the Mets traded for Marcus Stroman 2019, Brody Van Wagenen special, all I tried to do during the opt-out year, which I understood, it was a COVID year. I understood any player saying, I'm not going to play that year. I did.
Yeah.
And last year, he was really good. All I've tried to do is be supportive. But baseball's a business. So when we got to the offseason, and we're now building, how do you make the Mets better? Who should you give 5 years to? Who should you give 3 years to? Who should you sign? I, as a Met fan, tried to be honest. When they had an opportunity to sign Max Scherzer, everybody else came second in my mind. So I have no ill will towards Marcus Stroman. He was a good Met. But when you've got a chance to get better, and to me, Max Scherzer makes you better, you go get Max Scherzer. Period.
Yeah.
Stop.
I think that's an easy one. I even think Marcus Stroman would understand that one. I do. Like, Max Scherzer's different. He's special. Not to say that Stroman didn't have a great year. He did.
Well, he's not Max Scherzer,
he's not Max Scherzer.
Neither is Kevin Gausman.
But
Very few guys
something must
are.
have happened, Evan, because the level of hate he has for New York is, it's got to come from something or somewhere. And again, he's from here.
Well, you can't.
His dad's a police officer in Long Island.
You can't judge us by our worst. That's always what I would tell any athlete or any person. Are there Met fans who probably tweeted at him ugly things? Yes. And it's probably reprehensible. But most Met fans are good people. Most Met fans are desperate, supportive fans. So don't judge us by our worst.
Right. But so you're saying that the bad Met fans, the guys with the big mouths, etc., that they got to him so badly.
Maybe.
He's now torching the city on his way out.
What did Billy Epler do? Because he attacked Billy Epler.
Well, because he thinks that Billy Epler's the reason that the Mets didn't make him an offer to come back because he had a great relationship with the owner, Steve Cohen. He even tweeted how he'd love to come back prior to Epler getting here. Epler makes a business decision, not to bring him back. Earmark money for Scherzer.
Hold on, Craig.
Go ahead.
I have to edit something.
Go ahead.
Marcus Stroman's had a lot of tweets, some of which have been deleted. And I understand when tweets get deleted, it creates this, hey, did he actually tweet that? This is a tweet I saw months ago. When they hired Billy Epler, I'm not talking a few days after they hired Billy Epler. When they hired Billy Epler, Marcus Stroman destroyed him on Twitter. I even brought it up to you and said, wow, that was surprising.
Yeah, I think because Billy Epler didn't win. So it's like, I'm assuming, I don't know, I don't think any of us know the real answer.
It was as simple as that because he wasn't a great, successful GM with the Angels?
So you're bringing a guy in here that doesn't want to sign me, and what's that guy ever done? Oh, that's right, he got fired because his team never made the postseason.
Right.
So that's my gut on it.
And also he attached him to the drug situation going on now, too, with the Tyler Skaggs situation.
But I can tell you this, he has not blocked me yet.
Why?
I live to fight another day.
Why have you not been blocked?
Because Marcus Stroman knows I ain't no racist. He knows.
So everyone he's blocked, he deems a racist?
I think he thinks you're all a bunch of redneck racists. He knows for a fact I'm not a racist. So what's the basis to block me? I didn't criticize him. But I merely asked him a question.
But what's the basis for him blocking anyone he's blocked?
You're a bunch of racists.
Oh, so everyone he's blocked is a racist?
Everybody he's blocked, boy, my throat sucks today. Everybody he's blocked must be a racist. Or said something bad about him or something. I don't know. But I know Met fans have had enough. It seems to me, at least on Twitter, and we'll take your calls if you're a diehard Met fan who feels some sort of way, good or bad, about Marcus Stroman. I know what I'm getting on Twitter. It's exactly what you think I'd be getting with the name calling and all that stuff. But I wonder what people that are not on Twitter feel about Stroman torching New York on the way out.
I'm confused about something, so you need to clarify.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are people on Twitter attacking Stroman or you?
No, Stroman.
Oh, okay.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I didn't even go after him. I just said, hey, like, why do you hate New York so much, right? Especially for a guy that preaches positivity, and Twitter has backed me in a manner that it's never backed me before.
Here's what Marcus Stroman has done on a very simplistic level that I can't fully understand. And some of these tweets aren't deleted. Some are. He has basically said he's thrilled to be away from us.
Yeah, he hates us. Hates New York.
Forget Billy Epler for a second, because we don't have a connection to Billy Epler. He's the new GM. We're glad he's got Steve Cohen's money, and we will judge him based on how the Mets do. So no one's truly offended by him attacking Billy Epler. But I read a tweet last night. I sent it to my Mets text chat where Marcus Stroman says, quote, "I'm very, very thankful to be out of there, New York, for several reasons. God always got me. Beyond excited to perform for an incredible fan base who appreciates their players." Are you trying to say we don't appreciate our players?
You guys kissed his ass nonstop last year.
We appreciate our guys as well as anybody. We are a desperate fan base.
Yeah.
A desperate fan base.
I'm gone from that organization. God got me. Wow, that's a lot.
Your
so now
bitterness,
you tell me that God hates the Mets.
Your anger towards Billy
Epler. World Series failures, that might be accurate.
Your anger towards Billy Epler or Steve Cohen or anybody else, whatever. We as fans don't deserve that shrapnel because most Met fans, the majority of Met fans, we're not hateful people.
And you know what it is?
We're
it's
not
like
attacking you all the time.
When the good-looking girl finally dumps you and says, "I'm moving on," even though you still think she's hot and you love her, you trash her. That's what you do.
Who's the good-looking girl? Us or
the
him?
Mets. In this case, the Mets are the good-looking girl. The Mets dumped Marcus Stroman. He couldn't handle it, so he's trashing the hot girl.
Okay, because I was going to say, Marcus Stroman's cute, but R.A. Dickey was hotter. Noah Syndergaard was hotter. Jacob deGrom is hotter. Max Scherzer is hotter. Please stop me. Doc Gooden is hotter.
You missed the
Tom
reference.
Seaver is hotter.
You missed the reference.
Rick Reed was hotter.
You missed the reference. Again, it's not surprising to me because you only see the world through a sports lens.
Explain it to me.
The Mets are the hot girl, dummy.
The Mets are the hot girl.
Yes, so he's lashing out at the hot girl who didn't want him anymore.
Not used to being hot.
You don't want me? Then I'll reach out and I'll trash you. Meanwhile, the players and the owners are talking today, and it's not going well.
Already?
Not going well. not going well at all. The players thus far refuse to discuss the luxury tax in these negotiations, which is only like the biggest issue on the table. So the owners have not gotten a proposal from the players regarding the luxury tax since November. And thus far today, now, of course, that could change over the course of the afternoon. Nothing.
Why are they not even talking about the luxury tax?
Nothing. I don't know.
There hasn't been a discussion about this tax, which, by the way, impacts you and I and every single person listening a hell of a lot more than every other issue they're discussing. The luxury tax issue affects the future of Aaron Judge, affects the future of Juan Soto, affects the future of everything we hold deeply, and yet here we are on Wednesday with the deadline. How many days away now?
Well, it's Sunday, Monday. Let's call it 4 days.
And they haven't touched it?
Have not touched it yet.
Well, they better start touching.
Yeah, no, have not touched it yet. Meanwhile, Max Scherzer, who brought a Cool Ranch Dorito bag with him and drove himself to the meetings today, will lose $200,000 a day every day that the season is delayed. Now, why would you sign up for that? I have no idea. We'll get into it with you. We got a bunch of football stuff because it's always football season here and a lot of other things in between. 877-337-6666. It's Carton and Roberts on the Fan.